Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Why is the relationship with a narcissist like using a drug? Why is it like being addicted? Why is it so hard to get over them? Why is it so hard to rip yourself away? Well, the reason has to do a lot with the chemical concoction that they create in the physiology of their target or victim. The narcissist is an adept manipulator, able to use language, imagery, different body language, communication styles that are able to subdue their target. And if it's in a romantic sort of relationship, the sexual chemistry is usually very strong. The narcissist will be extremely charming, will get people to easily break their guard down, so they're able to sort of let them in emotionally way too quickly. And what ends up happening is the person's boundaries end up getting violated. In other words, the risky sex, the dangerous sex, the unlawful sex, the transcending of boundaries. A lot of people find this very titillating, very exciting, very provocative, and they feel that it's oftentimes done in a romantic way. And they sort of rationalize, using rationalization techniques to explain that yes, this person is just the one for me. So a lot of people have that sort of love at first sight experience, and that rushing of adrenaline, all the feel-good hormones, the serotonin, all the adrenaline rush that goes to sort of relieve pain, both physically and emotionally, and really supercharges the target and gives them the ability to become stronger, have more sexual energy, staying up late, all this sort of excitement that really can start to eventually exasperate the target once they're worn out and they realize they're not getting certain emotional needs met, that a lot of it has to do in a very superficial sort of cursory relationship, but the target does not acknowledge this kind of going in. And what ends up happening is you, as being the one that they have targeted, end up becoming so addicted to them that you start to develop a paranoia if they're not going to be around. It very much is like a withdrawal symptom, like you might see from someone who is withdrawing from heroin or cigarettes or alcohol for people who are addicted. A lot of people can do without alcohol, but for the true alcoholic, it's very difficult for them to give up that drug, to give up that feeling. And realize that feeling of infatuation is tied to all of the hormones and chemicals that are circulating in your body that the narcissist has basically stirred up and ignited within you, and is really this chemical reaction that you're craving to continue that cycle, that love bombing with them. And keep in mind, all relationships should not be that chemical in nature. When you think about any of the long-lasting and really worthwhile relationships you've had with teachers, with professors, with people at your workplace, they usually didn't have this sort of very superficial rush to them. There might be fun and excitement, but not to the point where you're like, I have got to get back to work so I can go, vent with Dan. I mean, you don't have that sort of drive to be with them and to violate yourself, miss school, miss work, miss bills, not take care of your responsibilities, not take care of your family, not take care of your house. Forgo the normal things that you usually like to do. You usually like to hang out with the buddies, you like to hang out with the friends, and you end up, missing out and withdrawing from them and then isolating with the narcissist. The narcissist loves to split you away from your family, from your group of friends, so that they can't add their sort of input and see the effects that they're having on you. They love to tear you away from the herd. They love to isolate you, get you out of your regular environment, where they can then have you in their court, in their environment. Oftentimes, the narcissist will have you engage in activities that are unique to them, their talents, so If they're into music, you know, why don't you come, whoa, Major B, Major Bumble over there. You know, they'll usually have you come into their fort, their territory, their interests. If they speak another language, you know, they're going to be showing you all their, news, or, you know, the things that are like unique to them in their culture. And, you know, pretty much, you know, you start you're starting to lose your own identity, your own national identity, your own work identity for sake of them. And you feel like, you know, it's showing interest and it's part of their relationship development, when it's actually a very intrinsic part of them dismantling your ego. Hello, dismantling your ego, trying to get mind control over you. This is not good. This is pre-calculated. This is with an end in mind of using you, squeezing you down, squeezing you out, and, you know, going on to the next guy. And it can be very devastating. Some people have been in relationships with them for only a couple weeks and have had a tailspin. Other people have lost houses, lost jobs, lost families because of these types of people. I mean, they will really con and target. These are your con men, your con women. And it can be so addicting, just like a gambling habit for the gambler who feels a propensity, a drive to go back. You know, they feel like they're looking for that next big win. It's a similar sort of chemical reaction, the oxytocin, the serotonin, the dopamine that is going on in your brain, which is, you know, you're trying to fulfill that same energized experience. And realize that you actually do need to wean off of them. You need to realize that, you know, you are going to be like the heroin addict, slumped over in the corner, miserable, defenseless, pushed out because, you know, this person has really done one over on you. So I would definitely recommend, if, you know, once you feel like you're in this addictive cycle with them, get a sort of reframing for yourself and put it in a negative mindset. In other words, go ahead and, you know, look at pictures of heroin addicts. Do you see how distraught they are? I mean, they're strung out. They're giving up of their independence and their health for this drug. Literally realize that that is the toll that they are going to take on you. Get some leverage over yourself. Leverage means get some control, get some power back over yourself. Look at a heroin addict. Look how they're living on the street. Look how, you know, they're so disheveled. Look how that they don't have any nutrition. They've lost connection with their family. They've lost connection with their job. They've lost connection with their friends. If this is you, if you see any sort of dismantling of your ego and you've let go of all the interest that you once had for this person, that's a sure sign that you're dating a narcissist and they're getting one over on you. Realize that there's a physiological component. Realize you have to withdraw from them and you have to go at least 30 days. It's going to take you at least 30 days of no contact to start to really get you out of try to get them out of your system, so you can start to be clean and kind of get your body back to balance. And then start doing some of the things that are routine and regular for you, that are healthy and nutritive and nurturing to you, and getting your life back on track. Be careful of the narcissist and their tendency to be highly addictive. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please share, please subscribe, and help those people in need. And please stay tuned for more great videos, tools, discussion, and support.